Hey, what's up guys? NIGHTCLUB back with another video. Hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, on today's video I'm just gonna be doing a how to make a like 1980s synthwave, The Weeknd, Don FM type beat. It's like those old school kind of like pop dance type beats. So yeah, I'm just gonna be playing a preview of it, and then I'll break down all the sounds and all like the effects and everything that I did on it. So yeah, let's check it out. Alright, so there's a little preview of it. So yeah, I'll just start out with the, I guess the tempo. A lot of these like 1980s type beats are definitely like on the slower tempo, so I like probably cooking up from like maybe 100 to 130 range. Sounds like good to me. I've been cooking up a lot on like the 110s to 120s. So yeah, this beat in particular is 125. So yeah, I'll just start out with the synths. There's not too many sounds on these beats, to be honest. I think back in the day also they were like limited to how many tracks they could use, like in the recording process, like in their software or whatever, so they couldn't really use that many sounds. Nowadays you can pretty much have like unlimited sounds or like layers, so it doesn't even matter. But I kind of just like to keep it not too many sounds, not too busy. I kind of want like the vocalist or the artist to be able to do their thing, so I kept it very simple. So I started out with this synth type pad from Surge. Surge is like a free synth VST, by the way, so you guys can go check it out and download it. So yeah, I just made these chords. And you can see here it kind of looks like it's off timing, but that's because I did it in like triplet timing. So like I did like the 1/6 beat. So yeah, there now it looks like it's on the grid. So yeah, let's check that out. Yeah, nothing crazy there. And on that I just have duck, which is just like ducking the signal down a very little. If you see my other tutorials, I usually have it like way more, like having it's doing way more, like on my scene core EDM beats. But on this, on these 80s beats, I just like having it very subtle, side chaining. And then I just have this filter freak that's just like taking out some highs and lows. And then I EQ'd also a little bit. I EQ'd out some highs and EQ'd out some lows also. And that's just leaving. I just do that just so I make room for the bass and some of the other sounds. So yeah, very simple. I usually like starting out with the chords because that gives it like the main feeling. A lot of, if you go back and like listen to some of the 80s beats, like there's some 80s songs or 80s beats like where like all they have is like the pad pretty much, like on some Forever Young, the Forever Young, like that one is pretty much just like one pad, like the whole beat. But yeah, so that's the main sound. Next I did like this pattern with the kick. So I think this is called like the shuffle pattern. This pattern right here. Play that. Oops. And you can see there I kind of mess with the velocities also, so not all of them are hitting like maximum, volume. Some of them are, I put the velocity down a little bit lower. And I just did that to give it like a realistic drummer, like if you're like really playing the drums, you're not going to be, doing the kick perfectly at the same volume every single time. So this kind of gives it like a humanized feel, so it's not so robotic and perfect. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's called like the shuffle pattern. And then the snare is just like a regular snare, and this just has reverb on it. It's crystalline. Took out lows, boosted the highs a little bit. So with, if I play this with, if I just played the snare, it doesn't sound that special, but when you play it with the kick pattern, it sounds nice. So yeah, it's kind of like that black skinhead type like drum pattern. The shuffle. Next is a little hi-hat. Nothing crazy. And on these I put like some low, like you know how like in trap music, like people go crazy and draw a bunch of hi-hats, like low octaves and stuff. Back in the 80s, people, they didn't really do that. They just did like the regular hi-hat, but it just sounded good, so I added these like lower octave hi-hats also. So yeah, that's the hi-hat, and then this open hat. And all these are like in the triplet like pattern. So yeah, that's pretty much like all the drums really. Just those four sounds. Oh yeah, and this crash that hits on the one. Actually, yeah, this is also a drum. So this is from Vital, but it's like a tom, so it's also a drum. And I just put this like at the end of like the 2 bars. So like this is what it sounds like. Yeah, it's just like a tom, and that's just kind of like that stadium 1980s like that you would hear. So let me play that with just the drums. But yeah, sounds really cool. So yeah, those are all the drums. Next is we have this bass, is also from Vital. Play that, and again, look, I changed the velocities a little bit just to give it a more human feel. And this is just hitting on every like beat. Yeah, it's all triplets. Do 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 do. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. It just repeats. And I think also on this I have yeah, I have duck. So again, I'm just ducking the signal down a little bit, and then throw on an EQ, boosting the lows just so it hits a little bit better, and some highs. So yeah, nothing crazy there. Let me play that with some of the drums. You guys can hear what that sounds like. Like that could low-key be a whole beat on its own, you know? Like I've heard some beats where it's just like on some house music or trance, like where all they do is just the like just the bass, and that could be like the full beat. So yeah, that's the bass. Next, this is pretty much like the only other melodic element other than like the synth pads that I have, is just this super simple like key from Vital. So yeah, I just wanted to keep, like I said in the beginning, I wanted to keep it very simple, just to, because if I added too many sounds and melodic elements, it kind of makes it harder for like an artist to come up with their own like melodies and, you know, flows. Like it just makes it too busy. So yeah, lastly I have this I think this is just like a pad. Yeah, it's just I pretty much just copy and pasted the same chord progression from my Surge that I did up here, and then I just turned it into a pad. This is from Expand. Play that with the other. So yeah, it's just kind of like in the background, it just fills in some frequencies, gives it like that nice like spacey, dreamy feel that Synthwave has. So yeah, that's pretty much all the sounds, and then all the, like the little extra sounds, I just, you know, my tag, some sweeps, and that's pretty much it. Like it's not very difficult to make these beats. Really, it's just like about like the chords you use and like the sound selection. That's like the main thing. Like you can't be using some like sound selection that you usually do for like a lot of trap music or other genres, because it'll sound too aggressive. Like you want to do more dreamy, spacey, like a good amount of reverb on sounds like I did on the snare, the tom. So yeah, you just want to be mindful of your sound selection, and you should be good. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole breakdown of the beat. If you guys have any questions, leave it down in the comments. I'm gonna be trying to do these how-to videos on like more genres, so if you guys want me to do a specific one, let me know. And so yeah, thanks for watching the video, guys. Take it easy, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, later.